My name is Nice Barasa. I moved to Japan to teach English from Kenya. If you're interested, subscribe. You don't want to miss it. Come on, join the bandwagon. Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Nice Barasa and I've been an English teacher in Japan for the past 1.5 years. Please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment down below. If you end up enjoying it, it really does motivate me to make such videos and it lets me know that somebody's actually watching, because sometimes I don't know. Let it not be that I'm wasting my time to give all this information and nobody cares about it. This is a very common question. How do I prepare for a face-to-face interview? A few months ago, I made a video about interview questions to expect as an ALT in Japan. But today, I want us to focus on how do we prepare. Number one, read your emails carefully. This is very important. That has been the medium of communication between you and the company. So basically, they have given you all the important information. If there are documents that you needed to submit, make a checklist if you have to. Read and analyze the emails word by word. You don't want to miss anything. It's very important, especially when you receive an interview invitation. You want to check for the time, check if the time has been given in Japanese time or global time or your location, like your country's time. If not, if they've given you something like 10 p.m. Japanese time and you don't know what that time is in your local time, just open Google and type in what is 10 p.m. Japanese time to Nigerian or Kenyan time or to blah 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 time, and it will give you the conversion. Always be prepared, because if you don't know what that time converts to your local time, it means most probably you're going to miss your interview. And when you miss your interview, trust me, these companies will not come begging. They just assume that you changed your mind or you're not serious at all. And in case you're going to miss your interview, in case something came up, make sure that you communicate 24 to 48 hours. If not, communicate as soon as possible. Next point, ask questions if you have any. My friend, if you think your question is the most stupid, just go ahead and ask it. It's not as stupid as you think. And these people understand the anxiety around interviews and relocating and teaching English in Japan. They've probably done this for years. You're not the first one. You're not a unique person. They've probably had some of the most ridiculous questions. So just go ahead and seek clarification, because it's important. Don't end up saying, oh, I didn't know, I wasn't aware. You could have asked, no? Go ahead and ask that question. 3, make sure that you set a reminder for the time. Guys, don't be that kind of person who keeps themselves busy and then they just literally remember that, oh, I'm supposed to have an interview, and then you're rushing to prepare for that interview or sit in front of that camera and you think you're going to nail that interview. Jokes on you, because what that does is it gives you anxiety. Maybe you might be late for that interview and they waited for you and they just ended the call or the chat because you didn't show up. So don't be late. Set that reminder. If possible, for me, I will suggest at least 15 minutes, be seated and just wait. During that time, you can, practice, go over your questions, practice your camera confidence, sit in front of that camera, talk to it and see, and you can watch the videos back and just be prepared. It's very important. Don't forget about your interview. If possible, set that reminder email. Even every 5 minutes is important. Test your devices and do a trial. Guys, it is important to do this. So usually the companies will tell you that, oh, we use Google Meet. Some will say Skype. I did mine on Skype, and Skype is very common here in Japan. In Kenya, do people really still use Skype? I don't know. It's quite an old application, if you ask me. Some will use Zoom as well. So make sure that you know what app they use. If you don't have, download it. Make sure it works on your phone, and make sure you test it with somebody else before the interview. So if you have a brother, if you have a sister, a friend, have them sit in a different room, have a Zoom call, chat, test the sound. Very important. If the sound is not okay, find earphones, find a headpiece, find whatever you can. Practice camera confidence as well, because as you test your devices, make sure you know where to place it. Does your face show properly? Sorry guys, I've been doing this all day. Make sure that your face shows properly, you're well seated, they can see you, you can see them. Your camera is not on your mouth, it's not focusing on your forehead alone, on your nose alone, they can see your boogers, and make sure that you're well positioned, and those are the things that you're looking for. Make sure the lighting is great. That is the purpose of testing your devices. Make sure you have a nice clean background as well. Do this, trust me, things happen. Test your network. That is the time to test your network, the signal. If you have Wi-Fi, make sure your phone is charged. Those are the things that you're supposed to do. Make sure your laptop is charged. If you're going to use your laptop, test your devices, do trials. Make sure by the time you sit for that interview, nothing happens. Your network is not interrupted, your Wi-Fi is not interrupted, your phone doesn't die, nobody calls, because that happened to me. That actually happened to me. I was doing my interview and somebody called and the call ended and I had to apologize and say, oh, sorry, I don't know what happened, So make sure that you tell your friends, I'm not available between this and this time, so that they don't end up calling you during your interview. Next, find a quiet place. This is very important. You don't want to have an interview, especially if you work from home or you're having the interview, whatever place you have your interview, make sure that it's quiet. Don't have children playing outside, it shows unprofessionalism. Don't have people screaming, music playing, people cooking and laughing. Make sure you find a quiet environment. If your home is not quiet, find a place that is quiet, a cafe, a co-working space. You can do it anywhere as long as it's quiet, and ensure that it's quiet. Because one thing I realized with these interviews, everything around you is being observed, from how you're dressed, your body language, how on time you were, how seriously you took the interview, because Japanese people interpret small things, and to you it might appear like, this is not a big deal, but to them it's very, very big. Next, dress professionally. If possible, black and white. If possible, black and white, but just be professional, because Japan is a very, very strict country. I can tell you for sure. It is very strict. On your first day at work, if you're successful, you will notice that you have to wear black and white. That is the standard. So make sure that your hair is well tied. If you have any tattoos, cover them, because that is part of dressing. If you're a guy and you have a beard, trim it nicely. If you have a piercing, don't wear the piercing. If you have a nose ring, unusual piercings, don't have them on. Just have a nice simple pair of earrings that match. They emphasize on matching. Make sure that your hair is held back nicely. Make sure that your shirt is well buttoned to the top, etc. Just dress professionally. That is a bonus point. First impression matters, remember. Next, rehearse possible question. This is my last point. Make sure that you rehearse possible questions. It's very important, so that you're not stranded. Obviously, when it comes to interviews, how you answer questions or giving the right answers is not as important, but you have to show your enthusiasm and your willingness and how committed you are to getting this particular role. So make sure that you rehearse those questions, do as much research as you can. There are so many videos on YouTube, resources on the internet, on TikTok, on Instagram, whatever place you like to get your information. Make sure that you rehearse. I did that so many times, almost 3 days before the interview. I will pick my camera, sit in front of it, press record, and just start asking, tell us about yourself. And I just talking about myself. Just practice. It improves your confidence and increases your chances of getting the job. But all in all, don't worry, stay relaxed, take a breather, take some water, make sure that you're well relaxed, because if you panic, you might also fail, because you don't want anxiety. Anxiety cannot be your enemy. That is your enemy. It's the weapon fashioned against you. Say no to anxiety, because you don't want to stumble and forget how to speak. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it has been helpful. See you again next week, same time. Bye.